Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel where today we are going to be looking at my October TBR. So I'm really excited for October. I'm always excited for October. I really love autumn because I am that basic, but also for this year, I'm really excited for reading purposes because I have pretty much finished up all of my goals for the year. I have, as of recording, I only have one more book to read for my goals. And then, I don't have to read anything else really, which is very, very freeing. And I'm really excited to just read whatever I want. And so, because of that, and especially because I've been feeling very restricted lately by what I have had to choose, for this month, I actually chose out only a short stack of books, and then I'm just going to let myself read whatever else I want to read. So, let's get into that short stack though, starting with Minecraft The Island by Max Brooks. And so this is, I believe, elementary school, maybe middle school, and it's we're following our main character who kind of washes up on an island and has to find food and build shelter. Basically, if you've played Minecraft, this is like what happens when you start a game of Minecraft. And I'm really excited actually to try this out. This is one of my older child's favorite books. It was his pick for this month. And I know that Max Brooks has written adult books. He wrote World War Z. So I'm intrigued to see if this will be appealing to adults as well. I'm just really interested to see how this one goes. And then we have Devil in the Device by Lora Beth Johnson, the second book in the Goddess and the Machine duology, which is young adult science fiction. And we're following our main character of Andra, who was put into a cryogenic sleep and was supposed to be woken up after 100 years, but was not woken up until after 1,000 years. And so when she wakes up, everybody thinks she's a goddess. She doesn't know what actually happened and what went wrong. And also the rulers are trying to use her for their own benefit. So she has to just navigate this world. I am actually really excited to get into this second book because how the first book ended was really intriguing, for what it means for this book. And so I'm really excited to get into this one. And then we have In the Study with the Wrench by Diana Peterfreund. And this is the second book in the Clue Mystery series. So the Clue Mystery series is young adult murder mystery kind of series. And essentially, it's kind of trashy reality TV meets murder mystery with some homages to the original Clue video movie thrown in. It's so much fun. I had such a good time with the first one. I'm really excited to dive deep into the characters' completely ridiculous backstories because we didn't find everything out in the first book. I'm excited to have this ridiculous murder mystery again. I know that this is likely to be a very, very fun read. And then we have Nightmare Magazine's special issue, People of Color Destroy Horror. And this is guest edited by Silvia Moreno-Garcia. So, I don't know exactly when, but I think within the last year, I read Fantasy Magazine's version of People of Color Destroy Fantasy. And I really enjoyed that. I didn't love every short story that was in the collection, but I found some really great authors that I was able to look into. So Darcy Little Badger, who wrote Alatsue, or N.K. Jemisin, or P. Jelly Clark. They had short stories in that, and I was able to kind of look to see what else they were doing. And so I'm really excited to do that with horror. I don't read a ton of horror because I haven't up until this point, but I'm really interested in trying out a variety of books in the genre. And I thought a short story collection would be great, especially because it would lead me towards, people of color who are writing horror. And of course, it's October, so spooky month. So it felt very in season. And then we have Abaddon's Gate by James S.A. Corey. This is the third book in the Expanse series, which is an adult science fiction series, which I can't explain too much about. It's kind of like a space opera. We're following Jim Holden, who's the captain of a ship, and I can't tell you hardly anything about it because, like, the first book you only know a little bit going in, and then the second book builds on that, and then the third book I think builds on that as well. And so I don't want to accidentally spoil anything, but this was on my one of my TBRs previously, and I was just like so badly not in the mood for it, and I didn't want to end up hating it because I was reading something that I didn't actually want to read. So I just decided to wait, but now I think is the time for this book. I'm excited. And then I did want to mention that there will be some other book on this list. Julie and I will be buddy reading something next month. I just don't know exactly what it is because as of filming, we have not picked it out yet. So we'll do that. Julie has her own YouTube channel. It is Julie H. She is also known as Keep Calm with Coffee and Books. I will leave it linked down below. And we do tend to buddy read things pretty regularly. Other than that, the other things that I'm potentially looking at maybe reading, it's like I have some Mira Grant short stories, like novellas, so I could reread Kingdom of Needle and Bone, which I really enjoyed last year. There's also Final Girls by Mira Grant, which I own, but I haven't read yet. Speaking of Shauna Maguire, because Mira Grant is a pen name for Shauna Maguire, I also have Shauna Maguire's Patreon short stories. Like, she has a Patreon, and like, if even at the $1 level, it unlocks all the short stories she has written. And since she's been on Patreon for like 5 years, it's like 60 short stories. And so I have not read any of them, so I would really like to get caught up on that. So that's a possibility. Graphic novels, because I've really been itching to get back into reading graphic novels, so that might be an option. Or the other thing that I was kind of possibly looking at is called The Year of the Nurse, and it's by Cassandra something. It'll be on the screen. Cassandra is a nurse, and she was a nurse during COVID. And during COVID, she would write essays, and this is a collection of those essays that she wrote. So I'm very interested to read this one as well. But other than that, I don't actually know what I'm going to be reading. It might be all of those things. It might be none of those things. We shall see. But that is all I have. So if you have any thoughts or feelings about the things that I am planning to read in October, let me know down below. Or just if you want to let me know what you're thinking you're going to read, I would love to hear it. But that is all I have. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And until next time, have happy reading, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.